More than 3,000 feet above sea level in the North Carolina mountains is Kidd Brewer Stadium, The Rock, home to the Appalachian State Mountaineers, and Boone is ready for this one. Today's matchup, a battle of the Old North State, a contest between a pair of teams from the state of North Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Mountaineers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense is on the field for the first time today. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
And the Tar Heels headed quickly to the line. Dialing up the second down pass play. Good timing on the quick out. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Tar Heels have this offense rolling.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
Quick release on the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
So the App State Mountaineers offense has the ball for the first time. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Jennings. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the catch down the right side. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. This offense tried to go right back to the well or right back to the air, and the defense was ready this time.
And a great response from the defense.
Unleashes one deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
I don't know how the defense allowed that guy to get so wide open. Obviously, he's got tons of speed. We know that, but you've got to key on him and at least have 2 people running with him deep down the field. That time, that must have been a coverage bust.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll run it on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, App State.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Got his man. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in and week out, working on those critical down and distances, third downs. Having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Guys, it's Appalachian State holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. They keep attacking through the air. And the missed connection on 3rd down. And the Tar Heels line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create back.
He's looking deep. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Appalachian State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. North Texas handled its business away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll keep it on the ground. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 6. The Tar Heels in the hurry-up. On third down, he drops to throw. Steps away to find some room. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The number one job is to protect their quarterback. And they did not.
They did not. But my number one job as a defensive lineman is to attack your quarterback and get him on the ground just like this, get in the sack, rattle this guy as much as you can, as many hits as possible on these quarterbacks.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Looking for a deep man. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Appalachian State. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and the defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick strike complete. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
On third down, going up top. Still on his feet. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Tar Heels will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got great speed. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Back to throw, it's Jennings. He lets it fly. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Mountaineers. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. On second down, he's looking downfield. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. And you've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Nice move to keep running. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. The Tar Heels are in the hurry-up. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own.
Timeout, Appalachian State.
And the Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Timeout, North Carolina.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Lets it fly. Ball in the air, intercepted. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Dropping back, it's Jennings. He unleashes a long one, and he reels it in inside the 30. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime.
Come on,
and
man.
they
Y'all
try
got to
the
take the
middle
fuck
of
off.
the stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense.
Touchdown Mountaineers, and they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Boone when that town is buzzing as it is today. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. And the Mountaineers are marching down the field. Here's the handoff.
Hit that hole. Perfect, boy. Hit it perfect.
Smashes through. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has? Run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense, showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody's blocking, getting a hat on a hat, creating the explosive run.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Makes the grab. Touchdown, App State. And the stomping has commenced. This is like a baseball pitcher that you can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Steps away. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. The Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair... Whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Takes a handoff. It's Whitaker. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
At the 20, he's got just steamrolling
Oh,
his
come
way
on.
through. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. The Mountaineers are threatening on 1st and goal. The give.
Get out of my way. Fucking center, man.
And
Come on.
he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, App State! And the beat down.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And padding those stats, and all you fantasy football guys, you have my man at running back. It's a good day.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. The give to the back. He breaks the tackle. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Dumps it off in the flats. Guys, it's Appalachian State holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And the Tar Heels have their offense in high gear. Looking to go up top on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. He's looking to throw. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. It's complete to the left. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half dozen kicks today.
Nice kick.
And just a spectacular punt. It'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. This offense tries to get rolling from its own 15 on first down. Looking for a man. It's Sheriff. He's going up top. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. After they couldn't connect, it's second and 10. He's looking to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll take another shot here. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, looking to pass. Intercepted. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. First down here for the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Picked off.
Bitch.
Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really built.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
And how about that? The mindset of the offensive coordinator. You got a really big lead. You're sitting really pretty, but I think this is just about rubbing your nose in it and trying to make bigger plays down the field. But the defense finally got a stop, and they need some more of those and some big plays to get back in this game.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. He's going to pass. He's going to run it. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together. But the last two plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks.
Oh, he wants it all. And he's got it inside the 20. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Hand off from the shotgun. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Operating in the red zone here on second down. On the run, it's Wilkins. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The give out of the gun. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score. Touchdown, Appalachian State. And the punishment has been extended. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the returner will be brought down. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their company.
There he goes down the right side. The 30. Past the 20. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Makes the catch. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Getting some heat. He's got it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. This offense has been unable to find the end zone all day. Can they do it on 3rd and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. Throw to the end zone,
Yes.
picked off. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover.
And on a turn.
After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Kent Brewer Stadium, home to the Giant Killers, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. And Boone, North Carolina has really been excited for this matchup that we have in store. Today, a clash that carries bragging rights within the confines of the state of North Carolina, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Mountaineers will kick it away to start. So NC State's offense will get the first possession of the game. And there's a man who believes he is always open. He carries that swag and that aura of a big-time playmaker, guys.
He's got to catch the football. If you're the quarterback coming into this one, you are looking for this guy early, and David, you're looking for him often.
And this offense better find ways to feature him. Find him, like you said, Jesse, early, often, deep, shallow. Get this man the football.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. NC State quick to the line. They give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Villa. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends...
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Villa. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So Appalachian State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. They'll give it to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Still running at the 35. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Appalachian State. What a grab and go for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
NC State going up tempo. On second down, they'll take to the air. The throw. Quickly to the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains because of his ability.
Oh, my God. Cover 4 and you're that. What the fuck just happened?
And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense.
It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. They'll throw it on first down. Looking for a huge play. And it's caught inside the 25.
Well, they come up with a huge play. They're going to be down in the red zone now. And I think, David, the mentality changes a little bit for a defense, right? Playing at this position of the field.
Yeah, the field shrinks. Now it becomes a little bit easy.
A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away.
Waggle butt.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse. And they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Off the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the
that.
middle. And that ball is picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Hit as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Not much time left in the first, but you want to squeeze every ounce out of life that you can get, so we'll have one more snap. Still on his feet at the 45. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll ride the hot hand. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block what they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
Unloads to
I
right.
thought RX was going shit.
Defense. Not much of a
That
chance
was
on the
R1
return,
or
but they'll have the
God
ball at
damn
the
it.
33.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself.
That's the shit.
And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. And initially, he's flushed out of the pocket. Nothing's open. And he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires the pass. Intercepted.
Oh, man.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Lost a throw on first down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. 2nd down now after the sack. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Going over the top. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. And the Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He took a hit.
Did my fucking dude ever block?
Tomato sandwich, best thing ever.
Oh my.
Couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him.
And they
You
get
non-blocking
to him
son
and
of a
sack
bitch.
the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your
Deep shot for the end zone. And he intercepts it. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. Line gets set. 1st down. Out of the gun. The inside handoff looking for a crease. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
This is a 3rd and long. Power football with the run. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. The offense set for a 1st down play. He wants to throw. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Villa. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3. NC State quick to the line. Wants to throw on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
A strike downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. This will likely be the last play of the half. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
From inside the 10, here he comes. And the returner is stopped. NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. He lets one fly deep. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, App State. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive in the third quarter, march down the field and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Makes the quick grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. NC State going up tempo. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's looking for an open man on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, there's the ball. Oh, looks as if the defense and he's brought down.
Sucker.
The defense gets the ball back for its own.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. After the misfire, it's second down. Looking for a man, it's Jennings. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Unloads to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Whitaker. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pass.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Touchdown, App State! And the pummeling has started. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
NC State 7.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Now, turnover, David, prime example. Sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Smashes ahead. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
Might as well give it to him again. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. Smart move to get down with the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Guys, it's Appalachian State holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. Coming after it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Looking downfield, it's Sheriff. Trying to beat the D deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Appalachian State. And the route is on. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Wide open downfield. Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. And he's brought down after a huge completion. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Finds us back in the middle. So much change of direction. He's down to the 23. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Caught close to the marker. It's Moses. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Floating away. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. But listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live.
And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Make up your mind.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Runs through the tackle. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. Still running at the 40. The expressway is wide open. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Got enough space. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. To the air on 1st down. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Here's a throw downfield.
Damn, boy.
They'll bring him down as
He said,
both
kapow.
those numbers, but not the most important one, as they'll come up short in this game. When you know you have a team